Sure. Here's your modified version of the article with more than 50 paragraphs written in an engaging, direct speech format, like a powerful commentary. What a night it was at the Nutter Center in Dayton, Ohio. WWE Friday Night SmackDown delivered intensity, chaos, and storylines that pushed the envelope just 24 hours before Backlash. John Cena stepped into the ring with a mic and a message. Not for the crowd, not for the locker room, but for Randy Orton. He looked him in the eye, spoke from the heart, and you could hear a pin drop as the WWE Universe leaned in. Cena was electric, passionate, poetic, a final warning or a heartfelt farewell. Only time will tell. Meanwhile, Charlotte Flair got a reaction no queen wants. The fans in Dayton made their voices loud and clear, they weren't feeling the queen. Every word from her mouth was met with boos. But she didn't back down. Flair fired back, determined to prove her worth at Backlash. Then we saw Aleister Black back in action. And what a return it was. He faced off against the agile Carmelo Hayes in a match that tested both men's skill sets. Strikes flew. Counters landed, but it was Black's black mass that sealed the deal. One kick, one pin, one message: he's not here to play games. The tag team division got a shake-up as Rey Fenix and Andrade took on Berto and Angel. Speed, lucha style, high risk. It was everything fans could ask for in a SmackDown classic. Andrade and Fenix walked away with the victory, but the fallout was even bigger. Santos Escobar snapped. He screamed. He shoved. His faction is falling apart. The opening match of the night set the tone, a high-octane tag team clash. LA Knight and Damian Priest vs. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. It was brute force versus strategy. Chaos versus control. And before it all began, Knight and Priest had to put aside their differences backstage. The tension was thick, the stakes even higher. In the ring, fists flew fast. Solo and Fatu dominated early with their raw power. Knight took the beating but wouldn't stay down. Priest found his rhythm, striking with precision. It was a match built on mistrust, but somehow Knight and Priest held their ground, barely. The women's division wasn't quiet either. Bayley confronted Bianca Belair. Sparks flew. Words got personal. Belair reminded everyone why she's called the EST. Bayley. She smirked, ready for war. Elsewhere, Logan Paul made a surprise appearance. The crowd erupted. He picked up a mic and called out Kevin Owens. Paul is playing a dangerous game, and Owens isn't one to play nice. Their collision course is set. Bobby Lashley made his presence known backstage. He stared down Braun Breaker. The rookie didn't flinch. Lashley nodded. Respect, or warning. Back in the ring, Austin Theory clashed with Montez Ford. High speed, high flying, and high stakes. Ford came close, but Theory pulled off a cheap win with a handful of tights. Classic heel tactics. Classic Theory. Then we had the Judgment Day in full effect. Rhea Ripley stood tall. Dominic Mysterio flanked her like a shadow. They issued a challenge. Shotzi answered. That feud is far from over. As the night rolled on, tension boiled in every corner of the locker room. Cody Rhodes was interviewed about his Backlash match. Calm, confident, charismatic. The American Nightmare is ready to write another chapter. Sheamus made a surprise return. The Celtic Warrior is back, and the crowd roared. He marched to the ring, delivered a brutal brogue kick to Grayson Waller, and declared, "I'm not done." Backstage, Paul Heyman whispered strategy to the Bloodline. Plans were brewing. Secrets were kept. Chaos is coming. Nia Jax also made a statement, literally. She walked through the women's locker room like she owned it, knocking over chairs, demanding respect. Gunther faced off in a squash match, showing why he's still the ring general. One chop echoed through the arena. One powerbomb. One victory. Dominance. But perhaps the most emotional moment came in the final segment. Cena. Orton. Face to face. Years of history. Years of rivalry. Respect and resentment collided in a few minutes of raw emotion. Cena didn't yell. He spoke. Calm. Steady. Clear. Randy, this isn't about hate. This is about legacy. The crowd was silent. Orton stared back, nodding. They shook hands. But only one will walk out the winner at Backlash. SmackDown didn't just hype the premium live event. It set the whole roster on fire. Tomorrow, everything changes. Let me know if you'd like a thumbnail, title,